Hey, how about now? Is that better? Is that better? I hate like OBS is my stream deck has gone insane. You can't hear me. I just went on a whole diatribe. You missed it. Yeah, okay, you can hear me now. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So let me start over. We're gonna blah 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 blah. And this is a great this is a great cap to my day. So let me start over. So, hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. Today we're going to be getting into Dawn of Ulos. You can go back and fill in the words for what I'm about to tell you right now. This game just ended today on Kickstarter, and I know you'll be like, hey, way to go, Canje, 2 cents too late. I'm not. I'm early. I'm early only because Late Pledge just opened, and I'm the first video to do Late Pledge. The reason why it ran late and we were able to get it in time, and I worked with Kurt from Thunderworks, and he sent me this game as a preview copy. The reason why it ran late was because something happened with shipping. It came late. It fell out of, like, I had a slot ready for it, and then it didn't arrive when it was supposed to. Mail got slowed down, so therefore it missed its mark, and I fit it in the next time that I could. So this is your early late pledge video. So I'm the first person to do a late pledge video. There we go. There we go for a Dawn of Ulos. Just in case you're interested, we're going to go through the playthrough. I'm going to pull up the rules at times because I know how to play the game. It's a little funky because it's not what I'm used to, but you'll see what I'm talking about as you get into it, and it'll be fine. So before I begin, I want to say thank you to my Patreons, my YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, thank you so much for coming anyway to hang out with me. I'm looking on the bridge side. The bright side? Kane, I would love to look on the bridge side, but yeah, I don't know that. I make fun of Kate because she's gonna kill me with a book. Alright, so we are going to get into Dawn of Ulos. I'm going to show you the Kickstarter page that just closed today because they finished at noon Eastern, which is my time that they closed that, but Late Pledge is open right after, and you'll be able to look at this. And probably as they do their updates, if they don't hate what I'm about to vomit in front of you right now, they may end up putting this in their chat thingy as well. Cutting off like the first bits where I lost sound. Anyway, let's get some information and get down to the table. See, even that doesn't work. Ugh. Wait, did that screw up? Oh my gosh. My stream deck has gone insane. Like, I did the latest update to OBS, and it has screwed up everything I have. Anyway, Dawn of Ulos is coming out next year, being delivered, but it just finished kickstarting today. 1 to 5 player, community says 3 to 4, but best played 4. I wholly agree with them saying that this game is best played 4 player. They're about to collect my pledge today. Thank you for overdraft. So I wholly agree that this is one of those games, and the reason why I'm reviewing the copy and probably as lazy as I am, I just let y'all know this is a preview copy sent to me. I don't take any payment from companies. I just don't do that because I want the community to be well advised. That doesn't mean that if I took money, I wouldn't be well advised. I just don't. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get into that. So it's just more, if they're interested in sending me a preview copy, send it to me, and I'll play it. Hey Brian, what's going on? So this game, I after playing through the solo mode, this game is best played 4 player, 100%. 60 to 90 minutes, age 14 plus, and the weight's about 2.0. It's not a hard game to play. It's actually very simple to play. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. But I think that this game is great 3 to 4 player. Like, that's where the sweet spot is for this. So designed by Jason Lentz. Diego did some work on it, did the artwork on it, and published by Thunderworks Games. It is in the role player world, to let y'all know it's in the role player world, but you can't mix it with rest of role player because you are playing a god. You're playing an actual god in Ulos. You have forged and shaped the world, and now you're going to play funsies with the races on the planet, which is kind of jacked up. I was like, okay, that's kind of mean, but sure. and that's how it plays out. So let's get down to the table so you can see what that looks like. I'm not going to trust that today. My stream deck is just messed up. Okay. And as you can see, my screen over here is messed. There we go. All right, so I've got problems today, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. This is the land of Ulos that you see, and I'm gonna dive in just a smidge. Let's get it. Let's get in there. Let's get in there and play this thing. So basically, so you can see the board and my big old dome head, my big old biscuit head. That we've set up the land, and it's when you see this stuff, it's like, whoa, that looks crazy. It really isn't. Here, let me show you. What it is. These are the tiles. These are them. And there are, it's basically a grid. It's a 3x2, or is it 2x3 grid? That's all it is. And what's really cool is that you can flip these any way you want. If you want it to go this way, you can put it this way or this way, and you can move them all about that they interlock and match. So however feels good to you, you can set them up and then just push them right in. So it looks janky because you see all these pieces going and you're like, oh, did you have to set up all these things yourself? No, I didn't. It's just 6 of them, and you just put the 6 pieces together, but you can flip and turn them however you want, whenever you want to play them. Does that make sense? These items that are on here, these are chaos tokens, right? So each one of them has an ability that's at the back, or rift tokens, sorry, I call them chaos tokens, but they're rift tokens. Each one of them has a different ability that's on the back that's explained on this rift ability card. If you get them, you can use those abilities. If your other people playing get them, they can use those abilities as well. Or if this is a solo game that you're going to play, when the AI bot gets it, the AI bot is going to use that as points towards the end of the game. And that's basically what this game is. It's a points race, right? Most of Roll Player is a points race, and this one's just the same. You've got this track that I zoomed way past. That's too close. There we go. This Stream Deck works. See, that one works. So you've got this path to the top, and that's just kind of your favor that you're gaining for them. How the game works is when 2 races his legendary favor, it triggers the end game, and the person with the high score wins. This is there is no, when you sit and you play this game, usually in Roll Player, you're a warrior, or you're kind of like, a ranger. You have a specific class. When you play Roll Player Adventures, you're a specific person. In this game, you're neither. And trying to curry favor, you try to get favor from all of them. So what you're doing is basically pitting the races against each other for your benefit. It's kind of jacked up. So, but we'll go through how that plays and see it. And that's the problem I had with the game initially, was I was like, yeah, but am I going to be the rat folk? Do I need to get that? No, you don't care. You don't care. It's a game where you buy low, sell high. I think that's what Jason from One Stop said, and he's right. The stronger they are, like the more favor you have, the more it costs to get them, which gives you more points and more fight in beating, like when they hit conflict. And this game has 3, basically it goes in a series of rounds, but it has 3 phases per round that are stupidly simple and broken down for you to get them. But with the AI setup, what you do is you grab these cards that are here that have different symbols. The AI that you're going to be playing against, and you can flip it, is Ulrir. Zoom in. It's this guy, Ulrir. He is the AI. He is the god of wayward souls, and he is going to be the one that you're going to be playing. You met him a lot in Roll Player Adventures if you played solo. You met him a lot. But other than that, he is there, and he is your AI. On his other side, he's got his turn order, which is still 3 things that he's going to do, and I'll explain what all this means. It's not hard. But basically, when you start off playing this game, you shuffle up these cards and you put 1 under each faction. So simple, 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 and simple. Okay? So that means that these different things. This only works for the AI. When you play multiplayer, you don't use them at all. This is the AI deck. So this is how he does stuff. And what you do is you shuffle this up. On these cards, they have some interesting symbols on them. Right here at the bottom, you see that 1 that's there? If you want to play easy mode, you grab all the ones that have 1 on here, and there are ones that have 1, 1/2, that type of thing. You mix them all to make a 30 card deck, right? And from there, you shuffle them up. Oh, I'm about to mess this game up. All right. Shuffle them up. And he gets the first player token. Ulrich always goes first, because Ulrich is a horrible person. All right, so it really doesn't matter just to say that he goes first at the beginning of the game. You're going to draw top 3, and all you're going to care about when you draw the top 3 is that top symbol. What this says is he's going to curry favor with the rat folk, and when that comes, I'm going to draw a tile. That's all you care about for that top one. That's all you care about. Draw next, more curry favor for them. Wow. I shuffled this, you saw me do it. And then this looks like curry favor for the goblin. All right, so that's how it's gonna start. Stop insulting the god of the game. So but that's how he's gonna try to do stuff. How it goes like you shuffle the rest of the deck, and we're gonna put it at the side here because on his turn, that's where we're gonna draw from to do stuff. All right, who I am is I am Kethra, goddess of thresholds and gates. I wish I had like a lightning effect. I need to get some light so when I do that, like lightning flashes behind me. But this is gonna be my card. All this is, and you look at this and you're like, oh, what's all those abilities? Does she have any abilities? No, she doesn't. All this is saying, okay, this is who you are, and then here's your turn order. That's it. That's it. So like I said, this game is not complex. It was super dramatic. I love it. So what we do is all of the races exist up on this favor board. Right, they're all considered lost. They are the goblins, the satyrs, the orcs, the Shakai, if I say that right, and the rat folk. All of them, these are their marker, right? Nothing too grand. Their markers go because the races have been lost. They're not on the board. They don't exist at all. They're not there, and we have to put them there. So these are so when we're talking about minis on the game, what comes with the game is these things here. Of course, remember, this is a preview copy, so a lot of this stuff is subject to change when you late pledge, okay? But you see on here that you'll have, like, places that they enjoy, which is trees and plains for the satyrs, or on here, which is mountains and forests, which is for them, and then, no, that's not mountains, that's hills, sorry, hills. Then that's mountains and hills, mountains and forests, mountains and plains, that type of thing. So you see what they like and where they like to be placed. What we're doing in this game, what Kethra and Ulrich are doing, is they're just playing Puppet Master. They're having a good go of it to try to get the highest favor and the best score at the end of the game. You don't care about these races. You don't care about them at all. All you care about is getting the high favor. And I had to section my mind away because I was like, all right, well, what if I want to do the satyrs and I just play the satyr stuff? And it's like, no, don't care. So how this game begins is a series of rounds, like I said. Three phases. There's the develop phase, the take action phase, and the draw tile phase. Now, we have a set of tiles that we draw here, and the reason why this is considered... Why are you green? I'm going to have to shut you off and keep this up. OBS is a nightmare right now. So anyway, what you see here is there is a... that made me lose my train of thought. These tiles that exist that fit on this board, and the reason why it's a preview copy is because these tiles are the exact same color as the board. So for instance, if I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put this here. Oops, sorry. Here. You can't tell that I put it there because it matches the board. From what I understand, they are going to lighten up the board so that when you put this here, when you put these down, it's significantly noticeable. So that's why this is a preview copy. They just made everything the same, that type of thing. So I'm gonna try to keep stuff the way it should. These tiles are basically you're molding the land, right? So I want you to think of this stuff as a blank canvas, but it's a template. It's a template, and we're molding the land based on the template. And so basically, if I draw, that's green, that's not going to show. That's green, that's not going to show up. All green. Cool. Here we go. So you see these two mountain icons that are on here? If I want to place these, I can't say I'm going to place them over water. I can't say I'm going to place them over these hills. I can only put them on mountain locations because this is a template that we're building off of, right? How the AI is going to work is the AI, and I'll get to the AI. When we get to the AI turn, I'll talk about placement, but we need to get the races out. As we get the races out, if they inhabit a territory that they like, then you'll see what will happen. But I'm shuffling these up, and I'm supposed to give myself 3. I know this sounds super confusing. Don't you worry. It's going to make all the sense in the world in about 2 to 3 seconds. Roughly. So I give myself 3 tiles. And let me throw the rest of that over. I don't feel like shuffling it. All right. So these are my 3 tiles. When you play this game with multiple people, don't show them your tiles. Do not show them your tiles. But mine are 1, 2, 3. But mine are hills and mountains, forests, and hills. Okay? When the AI goes, and I'll get to my turn in a second. When the AI goes, we're going to let the AI go first. We draw the top card, and we show you the top card. Now on the top card, you don't care about this top portion. What you care about is where this card falls in the chain. So it falls in the second row. You see that glowing second row? That's where it falls into. We're going to place it there, and then we're going to activate what favor and what creatures need to be carried for in that section. So basically, he's going to try to... Ooh, that lost me. Yeah, he's going to try to... So he's going to try to place this, and this is how this is going to go. So you're going to put it in... I don't think this board is necessary, but you slide it under like that, right? And then you activate it. So you say, and I'm going to keep this up here so you can see what I'm going to do. Ignore the top half, right? You play it here, then you look up top and you say, okay, they're trying to curry favor with the rat folk. They're going to draw 1 tile. So I'm just going to grab 1 tile from the pile. And it is green and grassland and forest. And then they're going to place it. How the AI places these things on the board is it goes in this pattern. It goes across this way, across this way, across this way to do the best thing that it can to get the best score. Well, when we look at the rat folk card, and because 10 billion things are green, you won't be able to see it. When we look at the rat folk card, this is their favorite terrain. They like to be around hills and grasslands. So hills and grasslands is their favorite location. All of these cards are the exact same. So when you see all these cards, you're like, well, what if they're all different? They're not. So I can't place, this is not a hills and grassland location. So they're not going to get placed really much anywhere. Well, they could. No, they can't. They can't get placed anywhere. So what you do is the next thing that you do is place it someplace that you'll gain something, right? For instance, I need to find a place that's grassland, and so it's right here. So I put this here because this is forest and grassland. So I put it here, and they gain this token. When you build something next to a rift, you get the rift token. So they get that rift token, and that goes to them for scoring. Then they go to the next part of this, and I forgot to give them their money. 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody starts off with 25 money. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3. I told you I suck at this. All right, so we both start off with 25 coins. So then what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, I want to buy 2 cards from here and 1 card from here, from the satyrs, from that symbol. So they want to buy it. If they cannot do this, they will automatically do this to where they sell to get that much money, or they gain that much money. So for instance, on this card, it says, I want to buy 2 of those. How much do they cost? They cost the amount of strength that's up there. So on this chart, when they are lost, everything costs 1. So they're going to spend 2 favor to get 2 cards. And we'll put them face down over here. And then they're going to spend 1 to buy 1 saber card. And put it face down over there. And that's their turn. What they're then going to do is discard this card and put this card now at the top. Ta-da! You just learned how to do the AI. So now it's my turn. So my turn, first I develop, so which is what they did. They prepared, which is what you saw. They developed, which putting out a tile, and then they bought some cards if possible. That's the AI. Simple enough. For me now, I get to think because I'm a human, and I get to develop, take an action, and draw a tile. So to develop, I'm going to place a tile. So let's see if I can establish a camp somewhere. Ooh, this is perfect. The orcs right here need mountains and hills. I have a mountain and hill tile right here. So I'm going to place this, and I have to place it on a mountain and hill location. I could get me something good. Get me something good. I can put it here, but I won't be able to put them out anywhere. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Perfect, perfect. I put it right there. It's a sophisticated game of chess. So I put this out here where it was mountain hills. I look at them and I can place these orcs right here because there's a rift, right? So that's a raised, anything that's raised you can put them on. Just think of it like that. And then there's 2. It lines up. Boom. So they are placed on the board. Now what you do is you say, okay, well, how much of, are there any other raised spaces? Nope. So I don't gain any points. However, they're no longer lost, so I take their token and I put it to the 0 territory. They don't have any territories to put up. And now, here's how the game works, right? This is how the buy low, sell high stuff works. Because now, if I want to, because I place them, I get a free orc card. Whenever you first discover a lost civilization or a lost tribe, you gain their card. Only when you first discover them. Then, if I want to buy more cards, it actually costs 2 favor instead of 1. So the more they move up the ranks in terms of territory and favor and fame, the more expensive they are to buy. So you're on this push-pull mechanic where you're like, okay, well, let me get in on them now while they're cheap, and then build up later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 6 favor. Remember, they cost 2 to buy 3 more. 2, 4, 6. There's no hand size limit. And like I said, all these cards are the exact same. They say the exact same thing. And what you can do is you can use this action or ability on this card if you want. So for every 2 orc cards you have, place a pillage token from the supply on any territory space. What that means is I can shut people down. That's what that means in a nutshell. So I have 4 orc cards. This comes in when we start dealing with conflict. And we'll get there. We will get there. And then I draw a tile. Boom. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. And that's a round. That was it. There's nothing crazy to it, right? So it's the AI's turn. They'll draw another card. And this time we don't care. Remember, we don't care about the top. We care about where it's going to fall on this side. So it's going to fall on that side. And I'm going to try to push this over so you can see. Now you're not going to be able to see it. But it's going to fall on that side, which over here is falling to the goblins, right? So they get to place a tile looking for the goblins. So we grab a tile. Goblins like forests and hills. So this is a double hill that you pulled. Game's gonna kill me, I swear. You don't have enough for what you want. Let's see. Can't go there. Where's the next one that you put down? You put one there. I put one there. Really, there's nowhere for them to really place this that they can place the goblin set. because they need to put it on at least a forest, a hill, and a rift if they want to put them out there. So what he's going to do is he's going to put these 2 here and grab this rift token because he sucks. Then he's going to buy 2 of those of the satyr cards. He's going to buy 2 satyr cards. Satyrs are lost. They only cost one favor. So he's going to spend 2, get 2 satyr cards, put them at the bottom, and then from there, this gets discarded. I'll turn these face up. I'll turn these face up so I don't get them confused. And this goes at the top. That's his turn. My turn. All right. Let's see. We can. Remember mountains, right? Mountains. I can't put the stuff over water, and I can't cover up. What's the best way to do this? I got hills and forests. Hills and forests. That was not the most ideal place to put that, but I got a forest and forest. What else can I put out? I see, once again, my brain automatically goes to I want to support the orcs because I got them out. You're not supposed to do that. Let's see about the goblins. Let's see about getting them out. And I can get the goblins out right now and gain a goblin token. Right, I'm gonna put them down here. So I put them down there. I got them out. Boom. I gain a card for discovering them. They move to, they're no longer lost. And bada bing, bada boom. I want to buy something. I think I'm gonna buy. They're so far apart, but I know there's gonna be some conflict on them. I'm gonna buy 3 goblin cards. So I'm gonna spend 6. 1, 2, 3 because they cost 2 now because they moved up. And then I get a tile. Okay, that's not bad. That works. That works for me. That'll get the orcs moved up pretty decent. Okay. So that ends my turn. It's now the AI's turn. Like I said, it's not difficult stuff. So this is what they're going to do. It's going in the first space. Remember, we ignore the top. Going in the first space, which they're going for rat folk, and you're only going to draw 1 tile. So first, well, sorry, up here at the top, 1 tile. So you would put it like here in the first space, and then draw your tile. So you draw your tile. It is a hill and a mountain. Rat folks like plains and hills. Oh, look at this, look at this. Maybe. Yep. Yeah, I think you got it. I think you got it right here. See, nope. No. They're straight moving. Yeah, he got it right here. Boom. He got it. He goes there. Rat folks come out. He gets a card because he discovered the rat folk. We take the rat folk, move them up 1. And then the next thing he's going to do, remember, he's going to buy 2 Shikai cards and 1 Satyr card. Both of them haven't been found yet, so he's just making money hand over fist. So he's going to grab his 5. So he's going to do, so it's just 3. He'll get 2 back. He'll get 2 from here, 1 from here. That goes face down. And then this was at the first slot, so we get rid of that and put that at the top. And you continue this on until you connect to, so right here, this is a dangerous part. This is a very dangerous part only because once these 2 territories connect, conflict happens. And conflict will happen between me and the AI, even if I didn't put them out. It's just conflict, and we determine who's going to do what. So I need to strengthen up on some goblins. That's basically what's going to happen. I need to strengthen up on goblins. So it's my turn. Well, we've got goblins like hills and trees. So we've got 2 trees here, right? So what I'm going to do, let's start a little fight. I'm going to put this here. Right there. And what that means is, remember, goblins like trees and hills. Well, I just put 2 trees extending their territory, and by doing that, I've now got them 2 territory up. So I've extended it by 2, so the goblins are going to move up to 2 on the marker. Which means, here's the, remember I was talking about the buy low, sell high stuff, which means that it's going to cost 4 coins or favor to buy 1 card now, because now they've got more territory. So they're gaining in popularity, which means they're more expensive, right? So the goblins are moving up. Let's see, how much goblins cards do I have? I have 4 goblin cards. Should I buy 1 more? I think I'm gonna buy 1 more. Yeah, I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna buy 1 more. So I'm gonna spend in 1 to gain a goblin card, because now they cost 4. Because once these 2 connect, they have a conflict. And that's what we want to see. So I'll grab a new tile. And that's enough to cause the conflict on my turn. That will do. That will do. Okay, so it's the AI's turn. You're about to see a fight. The AI is going center. So I just like putting them over here, so you can see what they're going to be doing. So they're going to be going center, and I'll move this here so you can see the centerpiece. Which means it's going to be currying rat folk once again, and they're going to draw 1 tile. And it's trees. Now they're going for the rat folk. But because I put these trees here, they can't put the trees here to block it off. They can't do it. They have to put it in a place that has trees. If it doesn't work for the rat folk to extend their territory, what are you going to do? So that means that they're going to go here and take this rift from me. And each rift at the end of the game, I think, is worth 5 points. They got 15 points already. They're gonna destroy me straight up. Then they're going to buy 2 Shikai and 1 Satyr. So they get 2 back. 2 of these. 1 of these. That's my turn. Let's move this. This was in the center position. Start that. We put that in there. Okay. So now it is my turn, and I'm about to start a fight. We're about to swing. So because he's got all those rat folk cards, I'm gonna drop this right here. And usually, what you're supposed to do when you're first playing the game, you're supposed to drop them upside down to say that there's conflict happening. So I'm just gonna put them there, right? So now a conflict emerges. I'm the goblins going against him, the rat folk. So what you do is you take their deck, you shuffle it up, and this is just a card count thing. That's all it is. So you shuffle these up. And this is where I gotta go to the rule book, because I think you draw half. Not half, 8 cards? 8 cards or half, one of the 2. Hold on 1 second, I'll get the rules. We'll get these rules sussed. Hold on 1 second. If you want to know where the rules are, if you want to look to make sure that to keep me honest, if you go to the Kickstarter page, the rules are on there. Here it is, rule book. Boop. We'll go to conflict for solo mode. All the way to the bottom. Solo mode. Buy, spoils, establishing a camp, expanding territory, resolving a conflict. So resolving conflicts as in the multiplayer game, but with the following changes. Declaring attackers and defenders. When Ulrich initiates a conflict, the faction indicated by the develop icon in the active column is the attacker, which would be Ulrich. But since I initiated it, it's me, and it's the goblins. When 3 or more factions are involved, we're not there yet. For the first conflict, let's see. Okay. The player must choose which cards to commit before seeing which cards Ulrich commits. Okay, so I've got goblins coming in. I basically have 5 goblin cards. I could commit them all to the fight. I could commit some of them to the fight. The problem is, if I lose this conflict, the goblins are wiped from the board. They have been eradicated, and they're eradicated by the So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play 4. I'm gonna keep 1. So I'm gonna play 4. I'm gonna commit 4 cards from the goblin cards to do it. Alright, so it says, for the first conflict, the faction indicated by the develop icon on the card in the active column is the attacker and the strongest of the others involved in faction defender. If tied for strong, anyway, we don't care because we're attacking. If the attacker wins, they remain the attacker for the next conflict and the next. I want to see about drawing the cards. That's what I'm looking for. So the players must choose which cards to commit before seeing which cards Urur commits. To determine which cards Urur commits, shuffle Urur's faction deck, then draw and reveal half of the cards from the deck rounded up. So it's half of the cards that we're going to reveal. So he has, and I just bump this thing. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 cards. So I'm going to draw 6 cards, shuffle this up, and then draw 6 cards face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Shuffle Urur's faction deck, then draw and reveal half of the cards from the deck rounded face down. All cards of the 2 involved factions are committed to the conflict. So I've got 4 goblins. If he has all cards of other factions are returned to the faction's deck. So how we determine is, I'm reading this, the player may use, so if this is how this works. If we tie, I believe the, let me see. I believe if we tie, if there's a tie, and I'll go look at the conflict stuff, but I believe if we tie, the person with the, I think the attacker wins, but let me check. Resolving conflict. This is on page something or other of the book, because the pages are number 13. Why is 13 not number anyway? All 3 players decide to pass on the opportunity, conflict, ability, attack. Now the players must return the supplies. Because the face down is flipped over, there's little. Sorry, this is the fun part of reading rules. Anyway, let's see if we tie, and then I'll deal with that. How about that? Let's see if we tie. So first, we've got Satyr. And we've got Rat Folk. Rat Folk number 1. So we've got 1 to 4. Satyr. Shakai. Satyr. Oh, I won this fight. Another Satyr. So they only committed 1 Rat Folk to the fight. The rest goes back to their hand. They committed 1 Rat Folk to the fight against my 4. I demolish them. So if the attacker wins, they remain the attacker for the next conflict and the next strongest of the involved. And that's for multi-fighting things. But if we win, since we did, you are wiped from the land. This stays. This stays. You are just wiped from the land. So you go back over here. You fall back to lost. And this now becomes my territory. And it's my territory. So look what happens when it becomes my territory. Remember, I like hills and trees. So 1, 2, 3, and now 4. So 4 are part of my territory. Guess what? I'm getting strong, people. I'm getting strong. And I move up because I am the champion. These go back to the deck. They don't go back to my hand. And voila. And this Rat Folk is gone too. And that's a conflict. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Oh, when we lose people, we actually get money back. Right? When we commit cards at the end of a conflict. I'm supposed to get some money back for that win, and he's supposed to get some money back too. Returning faction cards. Once the winner of the conflict has been determined, Urur's committed cards are returned as follows. All cards of the losing faction and half of the cards rounded up of the winning faction are returned. So I'm not supposed to lose all, just half. I committed 4, I get 2 back. All yours are gone. Okay. A return to the supply. Urur then gains their spoils value. So you're going to gain the spoils value for this one is going to be nothing because they've been lost. Ulrir gains their spoil value, but you gain 2 from here because you like to cheat. And their spoils value for my spoil since I raised territory is now 4. So you're going to get 8. 7. 8. All other cards of the winning faction are returned to Ulrir's faction deck. Yeah. All other cards of the winning faction are returned to Ulrir's faction deck. Oh, that's if he won. And all cards of the losing faction and half of the cards rounded up of the winning faction are returned to the supply. Ulrir gains their spoils value. All other cards of the winning faction are returned to Ulrir's faction deck. Wait, so does he get... So he gets my other 2 goblins? All other cards... Because I committed 4, I put 2 back, so I keep 2. All other cards of the winning faction are returned to Ulrir's faction deck. See, this is the part where the rules blew my brain. Because to me, that doesn't make sense. Here, let me show this with y'all, because y'all hear me talking, you're listening to me gab on, but you're not seeing what I'm seeing. So let me pull this up so you can see what I'm seeing. Because this don't make no sense. Oh. Ooh. This here. Okay, so I'm looking here where it says, you know, this part, returning faction cards. Once the winner of the conflict has been determined, Ulrir's committed cards are returned as follows. His committed cards are returned as follow. All cards from the losing faction and half of the cards rounded up of the winning faction are returned to the supply. Ulrir gains their spoils, which means he gets the spoils of my cards as well as his. That's how I'm reading it, unless y'all see that differently. Then it says, all other cards of the winning faction are returned to Ulrir's faction deck. So does he get my other 2? That's what this is telling me. Rules. That needs to be clarified, but we're going to play him rules as written, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I won, but he wins? Sure, whatever. Alright. Anyway. Alright, so I lost all my cards, because that's how the rules from the website say that's what happens. Cool, but I won. I won some territory, got some favor, why not? And I can buy cards now if I want to, which means I can rebuy the goblin cards, but the goblin cards cost 5 now, which is insane, and I have no money. Now, what I can do is I can sell, so buy low, sell high. So I'm going to sell this goblin card to gain the spoils value, which is 4. So I'm going to take a 5, put back a 1, to get some money so I can buy stuff later. And it says I can either buy a faction card or sell one. I can't do both. So I'm going to have to put my money on the orcs. And that ends my turn. That's kind of jacked up. All right, so then we'll go to this, which, let's put it this side. So you see it's on the left side. He is going with the satyrs. He's going to get a tile. Oh, I was supposed to draw a tile. Forgot about that. Then he's going to get a tile, and he's going to try to place the satyrs. The satyrs like trees and grassland. Look, we'll go into immediate conflict, and I'll destroy you if you go there. So you'll go here, because that makes sense. No, you can't, because the satyrs need a triangle to put down. And if they can't go here. If they go here, it's immediate conflict for them, which isn't good. Here we go. They can go here. Right there. Then they can come out. You'll get a card. Satyrs come on the board. Okay. Then you're going to buy 2 rat folk and 1 orc. Orcs cost 2, rat folk cost 1. So 2 rat folk and 1 orc. So 4. 2 rat folks, 1 orc. Okay. And that's that. We will replace this card with this. and then discard. Alright, so I'm so sorry I did that. I think I get this. I think I get this Rift token. I think I get this because I won the conflict. I think this is mine. What does this let me do? Scout. Gain 1 development tile from the supply, then place 1 development tile on the game map and resolve any events of that result. Now hang on to that. I'll hang on to my Rift stuff. Alright, so what can I do? What can I do? I can grow the territory, but let's start growing some other territories. Maybe I'll get the rat folk on the board. How about them apples? How do you like that, jerk? Let me see. I think I will. I'm gonna put these rat folk on the map. Nope, can't put them there. Or do this. We'll put them here. And I'm gonna get the Shikai. Nope, that's not gonna work either. I'll turn it this way. And I'll get the Shikai on the map. Gaining a Shikai card. And then I think I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna put my money on Orc. So I'm gonna spend 6 to get 3 Orc cards. 2, 4, 6, just in case. Just in case. All right, and that's I draw a tile, and that's gonna be me. Your turn. All right, so he's going on the first side, which means he's going to be going for the goblins. Really? Now you're going goblin heavy. Faster. You draw 1 tile, and you're going to place it for the gobbies. So this will improve their territory, right? The goblins like hills and forests. That goes there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the goblins move up 1. Then you are going to buy 2 Shikai, but now I raise the price to 2, so you're going to have to pay 4 instead of 1, cheap jerk, and buy 2, put those there, and this, that. There we go. Does this game make sense? Is it making sense, or have I confused y'all to bits? Because I can slow down. Okay. And remember, as he keeps buying, as Over keeps buying cards, it's half of these cards. So he's going to get a massive deck and the possibility to eliminate me completely, which is horrible. All right, so what do I get for this? I want to check another rule because I feel like I just shortchanged myself on money. Conflict. I think I'm supposed to get some money. Adjust faction power. Once all conflicts have been resolved, flip over the face down tile that initiated the conflict. Evaluate the expanded territory of the winning faction and adjust its position on the power track accordingly. If the camp marker of the losing faction or another lost faction can now fit in the active space, do it. If a rift tile was revealed when the camp marker was removed from the game, conflict active player collects it now, which would have been me, so I got it. So I did play that right. But I'm looking more at money. Looks like the conflict resolution was correct. Read the rules. Seems he gets the other half of cards to keep in his deck large enough for a fee. Yeah, I figured that. I'm just more about the money. I think I get territory, but not money for what happened. Because maybe when we return, I think I was supposed to get money. All players return to the supply at least half of the cards, rounded up, then they committed. Players may choose to return more than half of the cards they committed. Half is simply the minimum requirement. Calculate the minimum number of cards to return separately for each faction. All cards not returned to the supply return to their owner's hand. For each card a player returns to the supply in this way, they gain favor equal to the spoil value. And that's where I changed myself on funds. I was supposed to get 5. So for each card, remember I moved up because I won, I was supposed to get those 5. So he got a bunch, I was supposed to get a bunch too. Actually, not 5 because they just moved up. It would have been 4, so it would have been 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And he would have gotten the same. Okay, that's how I shortchanged myself. I knew I was doing something wrong. Okay, so he just went. He did a thing. He bought some stuff. It's my turn. Well, the rat folk don't want to be out of this game, right? You like grasslands and forests. Ooh. Shall the satyrs reach for the sky? But you like mountains and forests. Oh, yeah, Shakai. Let's raise that up. I'm going to put you right here. So now your territory's 2. So you're going to move up here. Then I can buy something. I said I wanted to invest in Orc, but this looks like a fun little thing that's happening here. Shikai's too much, but you're not. You're not too much. I'm going to buy. Let me buy 3 of the satyrs. 1, 2, 3. I'm investing in satyr. They say satyr stock is good this time of year. I get a new tile. Just 2 mountains. Then it's his turn. So this is going to be on the right side, which is favoring rat folk. you back to this. You back to this again. So rat folk need hills and grasslands. Oof. Oof, dude. Oof. Can I put you back out anywhere? You can't go here. You can't go in that territory. Yeah, so you'll go here, and then he's going to collect this chaos token. Or rift token, sorry. Yelled at by the dev. So you're going to buy 2 orc. Well, orc costs 2, so that's 4. And then 1 rat folk, so that's 5. So 2 orc. He's investing in orc. And 1 rat folk. And then this replaces that. And there we go. Okay, so now it is my turn. No, sir, I don't like it. What does my orc people like? Mountain. Let's make them a little bit more healthy here. We're gonna move these up to this next conflict. You want to buy something, you're gonna pay out the nose for it. And I think I might invest in some more satyr. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invest in satyr. Looks good this time of year. Let me get 3 because I paid 6. Okay. Now it's your turn. So the turns are starting to go fast, right? Now it's your turn. You're going center, which means you're doing Kai. Gonna get a tile. Kai likes mountains and excuse me. Well, we can expand your territory right here, so you don't have to take a rift. I can place that there, but it's not going to build on your territory because you prefer mountains and forests. So I'm still good. Yeah, because you can't take another rift from me. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Put it right here. You can put it right. So. Okay, so then you're going to buy 2 orc. Well, orc is worth 4 this time. So that means you're going to have to pay. If you're buying 2 orc, you'll need 8. You got the money. Get 2 orc. Yeah, it looks like you get spoils for the multiplayer rules, and the solo conflict rules just add to that he also gets money for losing. Yeah. No, I read it that. I interpreted it that way too, Tiny. Thank you so much for validating that, though. All right, so now I forgot to draw a stupid tile for myself. So now it's my turn. So I've been investing in satyr. I got a pretty decent chunk of that. My orcs are looking pretty strong. Let's get the satyr in this conflict, shall we? Satyr's like forests. I can improve them by 1, which isn't saying much. They're like forests and grasslands. But I can't connect that because he put them in a dumb place. Maybe I might... The Shikai. He's been investing a lot in Shikai. And I've only got 1 Shikai. So if it comes into conflict with them, that's going to be... Maybe we get the rat folk back on the map, you think? Get the goblins going a little bit higher. I think I might. That'd be interesting. No one's been buying goblin. I'm gonna put the goblin here. Give him an extra 1 so he goes up to 6. Let's raise the cost of the goblins. And I'm gonna have, because I'm heavily invested in satyr this time of year, I'm gonna have satyrs and goblins have a conflict to see if I can wipe the goblins from the planet. So cool. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to invest in Satyr still. So it only costs 2. I'll spend those 2. Buy Satyr. Then I'm going to draw my tile so I don't forget. And now it's your turn. So you are in the center. You are going for Orc. You're going for Orc. Yeah, you can always count as factions. So you got this and you're going for Orc, huh? Be bad, be tough, be Orc. Can't place it, so you're gonna take this rift. This AI is gonna demolish me. And then you're gonna buy 2 Shikai. Shikai costs 4. You can't afford that. Perfect example of this. You want to buy 2 Shikai, but you can't afford it. So instead, you're going to sell... And let me make sure I read those rules right. It would be challenging to keep it a secret. I know. I know. So let's go to the AI. 1. Reptile effects. Resolving a conflict. Expanding territory. I don't care about that. I care about buy. So check to see if Uru can buy all of the indicated faction cards from the supply spending favor for each card in multiplayer. If Uru cannot buy them all, either because he does not have enough favor to spend or because there are not enough faction cards remaining in the supply, he takes the spoils action instead. Unlike the player, Uru is not limited to buying cards of active factions only. He can buy cards of active factions and or lost factions. The player is allowed to look through Uru's faction deck anytime. So he's going to take the spoils for what? Like that's once again the rules. This is the reason why I had a little bit of trouble with the rules. Let me put this card up here so you can see. So he can't take this top action, so he has to take this bottom action, right? And I'm assuming it's of the 2 cards, he's going to do 2 cards from the top of his deck and get the spoils from those 2 cards. That's what that tells me. The rules do not indicate this. It just says he gets the spoils. It says if he cannot buy them all, either because he does not have enough favor to spend or because there are not enough faction cards remaining in the supply, he takes the spoils action instead. Okay, so let's look at the spoils action. Uru only takes this action if he cannot take the buy action, and I am talking to y'all, and y'all cannot see what I'm looking at. There you go. So Uru, so I'm here, right? I'm here. Uru only takes this action if he cannot take the buy action. Examining the spoils action icon on the card in the active column lore set, the spoils icon has 1 or more card outlines which determine Uru's gain spoils. Each card outline represents 1 card that Uru draws from his faction deck. Each card outline has a number, which indicates how many times Uru gains the spoils value of the card. Shuffle Uru's faction deck, draw and resolve as many cards as indicated, and gain the spoils form. Simple, simple. Reading is fundamental. So we'll grab his deck. Give it yawn shuffle. Now remember, to end this game, all I gotta do is just get 2 factions to the legendary spot at the top. Goblins is looking pretty good, but if I wipe them from the board, we can keep this game going all night. Alright. If I run out of tiles, it triggers the end game. So he's gonna draw this one, which is a goblin. He's gonna sell goblins. Goblins are selling, he gets 5. And then he's gonna sell rat folk, which will just give him 1. Nope, no spoils actually. No spoils for rat folk. No spoils. No spoils for you. And that will end him. Discarded. Okay, so now it's my turn. Does he have a lot of goblins? I'm gonna put this right here. So that we raise the goblin right by 1. The goblin engine. I think I'm gonna ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done. Yeah. I can lose this. I don't have any goblins. If he draws, wait, who has he got next? Shakai, Ratfolk. Okay, I'm good. So, I'm gonna hope I draw a tile that lets me instigate a fight with the satyrs against the goblins. But I'm gonna invest in satyr. I can't invest in satyr, so I probably might have to sell. Sell. I'm gonna sell the Shakai and get 4. I'll just take a 5, put back this 1, because they got 4 spoils for that. And then I draw a tile. Please be something I need. Dang it. Mountain. It's my turn. Okay. So it is his turn. It would be more challenging. Yeah, I was lost until I read bullet 38. Thorir is like the tax man. He got money for the rat folk, goblins losing the conflict, and then sold them later in spoils, doubling his money. Yeah, it's messed up. So he's going to try to buy some stuff, but we're not going to see. He's coming on this side. He's going for the Shakai. He's going to draw this tile. And then he's going to try to place this bad boy. Haha, you can't get the last one. So you're going to put it wherever you can, aren't you? I'm going to put it here. Okay. Then he's going to try to buy 2 Shikai, which they are at 4. You can't buy 2. So he's going to have to go to, once again, 2 cards. So he's going to do, sorry, it said do it 2 times, right? Shuffle the deck, draw and resolve as many cards as indicated by the spoils icon. If multiple cards must be drawn and resolved, do it at the same time. Each card outline has a number which indicates how many times Uru gains the spoils value of. Oh, okay, so basically, oh my god. So basically, what that means is happening is now he's gonna gain the spoils twice. So if this is a goblin card, he's going to get 12 favor. If it is a orc card, well, let's see what it is. It's a satyr card. He's going to get 2, so he's going to get 4 because they're at 2 for spoils. So he's going to get 4 favor season. That sells that back. That actually makes me a little bit happy because he's going to get a lot of money for me, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so now it's my turn. I don't have what I want to start the conflict from the satyrs to the goblins to wipe them out. I don't have enough yet. Oh, yes, I do. I have it right here. So the satyrs, I'm going for the satyrs. I have to proclaim. And the satyrs are going to come into conflict with the gerblins. So the satyrs need flatlands and 4, so they're going to move up 1, of course. But we're in conflict. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. How much cards does he have? He has 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20. rounded up, 21, right? So it would be 10, it'll be 11. So he's going to draw 11 cards. 11 cards. And if he beats my goblin number, it's going to be bad. So we shuffle these up. I'm going to draw the 11. So he's given 11 cards to this fight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got 11 cards to this fight that are going to be goblin. I am going to do... I said satyr was good. Satyr venison was good this type of year. So I'm going to put 5 satyrs against whatever the heck goblins he's got going on here. So let's see what he's got. Nope. 1 goblin. That was it. So all this goes back to this deck. The goblins have been wiped from history. Wiped. So they go all the way back there. And I claim all their territory in the name of me. So what happens is when I beat them, before I do any of this, it's 1, because forest or plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy smokes. I jump all the way to 11. I gain this rift token. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flatland. So sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually go to 12. Then he's going to get stupid money for this. So he's going to get, so half of this. So I have to put back, if I read the rules properly, and Tiny, keep me honest here. If I read the rules properly when I win, I love it when I win. Once the winner of the conflict has been determined, orders committed cards are returned as follows. All cards from the losing faction deck and half of the cards rounded up. So he's going to get 3. I'm going to keep 2. So he's going to, so 3 of these and 1 of these are returned to the supply. So those go to the supply. These 2 that I kept are going to go to his deck. Are returned to supply, and he gains their spoils. So I put 3 and 1. Goblins get nothing. 3. Good grief. He just got 21. He just got 21 spoils. And my 2 satyr cards for that win. Jeez, oh Lou. Because I just went up, and I still get, yeah, I get paid for what I put in here, which was 3, right? So I get 21. I gotta do math hard, and I get 21 as well. Yeah, I get 21 as well. So that is insane. He gets my money plus his money. Which is jacked up. But we have wiped the goblins out and claimed their territory as our own, and the satyrs reign supreme. I need to invest in satyr. So I won that. I won that. Okay, so I need to buy stuff. Satyrs cost 9 now to get. Maybe Shikai might be a good investment now, but I don't want to wipe the satyrs. Maybe we might invest in orc still. Orc meat is still good meat. Let me see what I got for these. That one says enhance. At the end of the game, any unspent rift tiles you have are worth 5 favor instead of 3, including this one. Cool. That works beautifully for me. All right, so orc meat, huh? The orcs are just chilling. I can't buy goblin, and I can't buy rat folk, but I can buy orc, which is 4. Or I could go for Shikai. And I think I will go with Satyr's super expensive. Let's buy low with the Shikai. Shikai's worth 4. I'm gonna buy 3 of them. So I'm gonna put 15. Right? You get back 3, because I can math. And then I'll buy 3 of these. And then we gotta get these new tiles out. Oh, did I do that wrong? And we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Whatever. We'll fix it. I'll get one of these. All right. So his turn. The value of the losing faction is used in the spoils. Gotcha. So he would have gotten a little bit more money. He's rich. He'll be okay. I'll put a thing on there, a disclaimer on there, tiny, at the end of the game that I did it in the wrong order. All right. So you're going left. He's going Shikai. He draws a tile. You do to make my life miserable. Do that. Rift token. That's what you do. All right, all the rift tokens are gone. You have money to buy rat folk for days. You're gonna get 2 rat folk. So 2 rat folks cost 1 each because we wiped them off the planet. So that will be 3 back. 2 rat folk. But you want to get them back on the board, don't you? So it's my turn. Well, the Satyr war engine is pretty strong. You like hills and mountains. A lot of strategery that needs to happen here. Let me do this and see if I could connect and give you some nice stuff in the future. So I'm going to do that. And I hear Shikai is very very great this time of year. So Shikai, they cost 4. I'll buy 1 more Shikai. So right now I'm running at 4 Shikai, 2 Satyrs, and Orc Meat's looking good. All right, so it is your turn. Okay, so you're going left. You're favoring the orcs. Draw a tile. Can expand their territory. Ooh, you really can. You'll put it here. And now mountains and hills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be at 5. Then, why is this here? Am I insane? Anyway, I was supposed to do that. That's why that's there. It's like, why am I crazy? All right, so then you will buy 2 rat folk. This goes away. Oh. Okay. So now it's my turn, and I keep forgetting to draw my tile. A double hill would be so great. I'm going to increase your territory a little bit because you like hills as well. You're going to go up 1. So now you're worth 5. Then that ends my turn. What you got? So you're going left. You're going for rat folks. You're going to try to play some rat folk back on the board. Rat folks like hills and Do we have anything that we could do about that? Oh, we could put him there if we need to. He'll be nestled in the corner. Safe from pain. He will fall into conflict if we put him there. I think he's probably going to be nestled in the corner. Put you here. Rat folks coming back out. And because they were discovered, you get a stupid card. Then you are going to buy orc. You're buying orc, so that's 6. So you're going to buy 2 orcs, so that's 12. And 1 satyr, which is 9. Get 1. 2 orc, 1 satyr. Ooh, that is dangerous. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This game is best played multiplayer. And the great thing about it, and I keep forgetting to draw my token. The great thing about it is that no one sees your hand. No one sees your tiles of where you're going to place stuff. And no one sees your hand. So when you commit face down. And then y'all deal with the outcome. So what do we got here? You like mountains. I can increase orc value for sure. Heck yeah. Let's do that. Increase it by 2, taking up 7. I can't afford that. I can afford 1 Shikai though. We're buying Shikai. We're going all in. Buy it all. Buy the form 1 Shikai. Okay. And it is. This is supposed to go away. This goes up top. And that's what I was saying. Like, I'll give my honest review on this. I'll give my honest review on this once you see the ending. So this is going center. You're going for Shikai, and I think you might go for some. Are you going for conflict? Oh no, you can't conflict with anybody, but you got trees. You'll do this. Right? Yep. That, pushing the Shikai. 2. Then you're gonna buy Goblin. 2 of them. Okay. Now it's my turn. There's like plains, forests. Well, if I can connect this, I get that forest to push him up, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to connect that, and that means it connects that forest, war territory. And then I don't have any money, but I could sell stuff. Well, I'm heavy in the Shikai market. I'm selling satyrs. Selling satyrs. I'll sell both of them. I'll get 14 back because they're at 7. 14. That's my turn. You are still here. I know if you see me forget that I remember it when I come back around. When I come around. Dun, 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 dun. You're going goblin. You're going to try to get the goblins back on the game. So the goblins just need hills and forests. And I think we got... No, we don't. You need hills and forests. But to place this, I would need to have a... I think the only place you could come back here, you can't come back with that. So I was like, I don't know where to place you to be helpful. I could put you over a sealed rift, and then you could come back out. But you're gonna immediately go back in because you're screwing with the orcs. I can't forget to draw my dial, sorry. Okay. And then you are going to buy 2 rat folk. Oh, everybody's on the board. I don't know what I'm doing. Everybody's on the board. Nobody's lost. You don't need mountain. You don't need a mountain. So you're both at 1. So it's going to cost you 2. Cost you the rest of your money for 2 rat folk. Okay. So satyrs are almost at legendary. They dealt with the goblin threat and became queens of their domain. Alright, so this would only get you 1 away from legendary. This will only get you 1 away from legendary. Let's go here. Bump up 1 because of forests. Then I could buy stuff. What were we were investing in Shikai, right? I got Shikai and Orc. Shikai and Orc heavy. I think we will continue with that wonderful tradition because they cost 6 for 1 now. And I'll redraw. You are gonna get switched out. Then you're going center. You're going for rat folk. You don't want this. Do you want this? You want this. Okay. Buy, wait, rat folk, you're over here. Sorry, I was like, why do you want a piece of this right now? But the rat folk can be cruel and start a conflict because it's kind of like the rat folk's like, hey, this person's talking about you. So the rat folk can actually cause conflict between the goblins and the Shikai, wiping out one, positioning themselves for the other. That's why I was like, you can't think of this game as you're trying to play for a faction. It's anything goes. So the rat folk are going to say, hey, those goblins, they said they were going to attack you, Shikai. And it is the AI going. And the AI is... The AI is sticking the Shikai as the aggressors. They're the aggressors. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 29, 30, that's 15. 16, 17, 18 cards. 18 cards. I don't care about these goblins. I have nothing to invest in this fight. They're just going to get wiped out. So the AI is just going to lose 18 cards and gain stuff. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, it's almost like you're betting on gladiators. So I have nothing to contribute to this fight. This is just the AI junking them up. I got nothing. I got no goblins. So the goblins are going to get wiped. But let's see what's going on. 1 Shikai. 2 Shikai. That's all they had. Just 2! They just sent 2 people to wipe them out. Wiped out. So we'll flip this over. Alright, so let's do the spoils properly, right? You said half goes back here, and you would gain half of the spoils, so you would get 5 for the Shikai, and you would get 2 for the Goblin. That's what you would get. Then this goes back to you. I got it. Sorry, I put it in the wrong. I got it. So I did it. And then you are wiped from the world. And let's see what you get. You need forest and mountains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you should be at... So the Shikai jumped up in favor of 8. I think it's time for some be bad, be tough, be orc to happen. Be orc. Be orc. I think I'm gonna raise the orc up a little bit. Wait, I'm not done yet. I'm not done with you yet. You're gonna buy 2 orcs. Oh, how much are orcs? Orcs are worth. You can't buy 2. So you're gonna get some money for some sell back. Please let it be an orc. Please let it be an orc you're selling back. Oh, and the goblins were wiped from the annals of history. Please. Oh, please. Let it be. Let it be. Goblin. Nothing. Sucks to be you. Alright, so you get nothing with that. Put back in here. And now it's my turn. I want to fight the Shikai now. I want to... It's such a conflict! Look at this! That is going to be a heavyweight throwdown. So let me get my orcs where they need to be. I got enough to do it. So they like hills. I'm going to do that and push them 1, 2. It costs 8. Throwing it all in to buy 1. 1 orc card. This is going to be insane. Get one of these. Then it is this turn. Okay, so you're going right side. You're going for rat folk. You want to be starting something? It is too high to get over. And the rat folk think that the orcs might be worth a push. Because you can't place anything where you're stuck right now. So it's going to do this. Give the orcs a push because they like mountain. Okay. Then it's going to try to buy 2 goblin, which it can, and 1 Shikai, which costs 7. You can't afford that. So you're going to get double cost of these 2. So double cost of rat folk, which is, so you're going to get 4. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm throwing cards around. All right. All right, so it's my turn. As soon as I can conflict them, I'm going to. There's 1 more orc card left. I got no money. And I want the orcs to be the aggressors on this fight. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Verse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. So... what can we do to help bolster you a little bit? You like hills. Let's do this. Move you up 1. Make it a little bit more pricey. I don't know who will be the aggressor. Orcs could be the aggressor, or you could work with goblins. If orc is the aggressor, I'm gonna sell an orc card. Get 6. Draw a token. Okay, I have enough to start a conflict next round. What am I doing? Okay, so let's go with what's next. So the orcs are gonna be doing something. Alright, you can't start a fight. The orcs can't start a fight. Okay. Woo! But they are gonna place here because they like hills and they're gonna move up 1 more. Then you're gonna try to buy 2 satyrs. 2 satyrs, that's 18. You can't afford that, my friend. So you're gonna sell 1 of these to get some money. I am going to fight the orcs against the Shikai. This is going to be intense. Sweet! I don't care. You get that. I'm okay with it. So you're gonna get 7. That's 1 card he can't use against me when we fight this round. This goes out. This comes up. Let's fight. Let's do it. I'm about this life. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it. Conflict time. And I'm the aggressing Shikai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm the aggressing Shikai. I am throwing all 7 at you. All 7 Shikai cards. I want your territory. I want your land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm throwing 7 against your 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards. 7 versus 16. Ugh, this is my deck. I'm about to bend these cards. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. 16 cards against my 7 Shikai. The Shikai are coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bend them! 13, 14, 15, 16. So there should be 15 in here, huh? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. All right. I'm going Shikai all in. 2, 4, 6, 7 cards. Can they be bad? Can they be tough? Can they be orc? Ratfolk. Satyr. 1 orc. Kai. Satyr. Ratfolk. Ratfolk. 2 orc. Ah! Ratfolk. Ratfolk. 3 orcs. Kai. Goblin. Orc. Satyr. I won! I won! So 1, 2, 3, 4 against my 7. I crush you! Alright. They'll win, and hopefully you get, hopefully I get a lot of moolah. So let's see how this goes. So we'll flip this over. That was the conversion point. I'm not going to move anything yet. I remember what you said, Tiny. So let's do this in turn. So I lose half of this. 1. Round it up. This goes back to my hand. These I get paid for, which would be 4 times 6, which is 20. I'll do this, do that. No, 4 times 6 is 24. I can do math. So I'll do this and do that. Oh my gosh. And you will get 24 as well. Then that is, right? Right. Then you lose these orcs, which would give you 7 times 4, which is 28. Your other half goes to him. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm just doing it in my head. I'm doing it in my head. So then these go here. These go here. And then what I don't have here goes here. And you'll get these back. Boom. Oh my gosh. And then you are wiped from history. And now we count up your territory as you're thrown back here. All right, so you need mountains and forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You are legendary. You are legendary. So now, what if we can get the satyrs to legendary? We hit the end game. But we could throw a conflict between these two and see what happens. But all I've got is orc cards, and orc cards aren't worth nothing right now. So right now, so you see how these cards, I'm like, ooh, I'm built up. These do nothing for me. So I get to take an action. Well, I'm gonna invest in some satyr. So a lot. Actually, I'm gonna invest in some Shikai. I'm gonna invest in some satyr. Or I can invest in some rat folk and get a ton of cards. Let's do that. Rat folk's on the board. And we're about to end this game, right? So let's invest in some rat folk. So let's buy low. Right? So let's see how much can I etch out of this? How much cards are in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Someone buy 12. 12 of this, which will give me back 13, I believe. Right? 1. Yeah, I'll give me back 13. 2. No more rat folk cards. Buy cheap. I bought cheap. Alright, here we go. AI. So you're going right side. You're going for goblins. You're trying to put them back on the map. I forgot to get myself a card. You're going for goblins, trying to put them back on the map. Goblin needs forest and hill. There's nowhere for you to go, my friend. You'll get wiped out as soon as you touch the Satyr territory. Or the Shikai territory. Or the Ratfolk territory. So you're gonna go here and you can't do anything. But you're gonna try to buy 2 Shikai, which costs 30. That way he may end up having to sell if he can't buy rat folk. Yeah, I agree. Alright, so my turn. Well, let's get the satyrs where they need to be. How about that? Put an end to this madness. This will do it right there. Boom. Legendary. We hit it. Okay, so let's talk about what that looks like for the end game. All right, so game end. The game end is triggered as in a multiplayer game when one of the following 3 conditions occur. The supply of tiles is depleted. The power markers of any 2 factions have been flipped to the legendary side. The player Ura cannot legally place a tile anywhere on the map. Once the game has ended and been triggered, the game continues until the current round has been completed. Then final scoring occurs, which would be me. So I can buy, and then it's over, and then we'll do final scoring. Okay. So I'm buying low. I'm buying rat folk. I can't buy rat folk. I can't buy low. I can't buy low. So I'm gonna just get me a satyr. Okay. So that ends it since he was first player. Let's look at what the final scoring looks like. So final scoring. Both the players in order gain favor in 3 categories as in a multiplayer game. For each card, gain favor equal to the faction's strength value. Are you kidding me? For each card, gain favor equal to the faction's strength value. I'm gonna shut this off. So this game destroyed me. All right, so let's separate his into packets. I should have left the orcs out. I would have had a chance if I didn't go for orc domination. Game. He has a lot of rat folk. Okay. So satyrs are, so it said, and I just want to read it one more time to make sure as I'm counting. For each card, gain favor equal to faction strength value. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 90. I'll just grab these two and give you 100 for satyrs. For the Shikai, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 90. 25, 50, 75, 85, 90. I'll trade in these in this 25 to give you another 100. Okay, so that's those two. Goblins are 2, so you get 2 because their strength is just 1. So that will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Orcs are 2, so you're only going to get. Rat folk are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to get 20 for that, for the rat folk, because they're 2. So I'll 25, take that back. Good gravy. All right, so let me look at. That's crazy, especially since you're constantly giving him cards every conflict. That seems broken to me. It's jacked up. I don't like it. Like, this decimated me. So I only get 10 for one satyr. And we'll keep them separated because it looks like there's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 12 for this. And then orcs. Did I drop something? I felt like I dropped something. Orcs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay. For each card of a faction whose power marker has been flipped to the legendary side, gain 2 extra favor. So you're going to gain 4. 4, and then just give me 1 to give you a 5. And I just have 1 satyr, so I'm just going to gain 2. Should have sold my orc before getting into this. For each unused rift tile, the player gains 3 favor and Oro gains 5. However, I've got this ability that I will be using. Enhance. At the end of the game, any unspent rift tiles you have are worth 5 favor instead of 3, including this one. So that means I get 10. 5. 10. And you are going to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5, 10, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 25. 30. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I got demolished. So the final, and if the player has more favor than Oro, they win. Otherwise, he wins, including tiles. What do you mean, including tiles? Is there a tile score? The tile score. Adjusting power. Solo mode. Solving conflict. Reach strength value. Yeah, that doesn't. The tiles don't count for anything in the final score. So he demolished me. Let's see, like 5, 10, 15, 20. Another 25. So he got 200. 75, 76, 77, 78. 278 to my 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, look, I got a 25. 25, 30, 35, 5. Look at that paltry sum. So that is 35, 41. 41! 41 to his destruction score. So that's the game. that is it. So let's go up and talk about my thoughts, because I got thoughts. I got thoughts about this game like you wouldn't believe, and we're going to talk about it. I got opinions, and by goodness, oh, so close, you're going to hear about them. So let's go back up to the top and talk. All right. Actually, before we do that, let's look at a Kickstarter for people who watch this and was like, hey, they're interested, because I want to talk about that too. So right now, late pledge is open, and remember I scrolled down to see what was in them, which is here. So late pledge is open. You can late pledge to this game if you're interested in playing it right now. It's 1 to 5 players, right? Basically the base pledge is $60. It's pretty good. Board games are becoming more reasonable, and Thunderworks Games has been really great about being reasonable with their prices. So that's that. If you want metal coins, because it'll give you a Rift Tile pack, as well as that, but if you want the metal coins involved, the 59 metal coins, instead of using the favor stuff that I've been using, you use the coins instead. Oh, there we go. You use the coins instead. Let me scroll down and show you what those look like. There. There's beautiful. They're very beautiful metal coins. It's a little bit more, but that's all that's there. There's a retail pledge for people who want to, flag stores who want to get this stuff, right? Favorite local game stores that want to pick this up. There's a retail pledge for that. But this you definitely can get. You're going to get the Terrain Rift Tile pack for free as an add-on for if you back it and late pledge it. You still get the same stuff while you late pledge. So late pledge is open now, and if you go late pledge, it's going to pop it up. You're going to fill out your information, and then you'll be good to go, right? So if you missed the Kickstarter, we will launch the late pledge very soon. Add your email address to get late pledge invite in the next day. So you get your late pledge invite, and then you'll be able to do it. So it's open for late pledge now. Just do that. You'll put your information in there, and then you'll get it through. Okay, let's go talk about this game and my thoughts on it. So for me, I'll say this. I love Thunderworks Games. I think their role player world is amazing. I think their role player world is fantastic. This game isn't for me, though. Because I'm a solo player, as you can see, unless you're playing super strategic, you're not going to win. And it doesn't, to me, the solo mode, while Thunderworks Games does have a really great way of doing solo games. I love Roll Player Adventures, Roll Player, Monsters and Minions, like all that stuff. I will always support them and back them up in their role player world because I love the world they're building. However, this game isn't for me. This game isn't for me because in solo play, I'm competing against, I'm like, like, where you saw me play, I did get excited, and I truly was. I wasn't faking. I never do fake when I play. And I thought that it was a really great experience. However, it's not an experience that I'm going to have more than once. After I played this game, I would shelve this, and I would go to Roll Player with Monsters and Minions every time. I'd go to, I've replayed Roll Player Adventures. I have replayed it, and I would go to that over this. I would go to Lockup over this. Like, I would go to their other titles over this one because it doesn't feel. I didn't get exhilarated by it in solo mode. However, I will say this. For multiplayer game, 3 to 4 player game, this game could be intense. Especially knowing the scoring at the end. Oh, this game would be so intense. Like, you would try to figure out. I can only imagine playing a 3 to 4 player game of this, and someone starts a conflict because they bought low, and they start a conflict on somebody who they know across the table has a bunch of like high-ranking orc cards or something, and the orcs lose, and all those cards mean nothing. Like it did with me, where I had a bunch of orc cards that meant nothing. Like, the chaos. I would love that. If I had a dedicated group that I could play this game multiplayer with, I'd back it. Guaranteed. I think it's a fun game. I just don't think the solo mode is fun. Like, I would go to another game instead of that. But I could see this game shines at 3 to 4 player. If you add a, oh my gosh, I can only imagine at 4 player where no one cares about factions, they just care about money. And they care about favor. And it's all about like, okay, well, I see you over there buying a bunch of satyr cards. The satyrs are selling pretty high right now. But I could get this other person to wage war on you. You're going to lose half those cards. Or you can lose them all, and the satyrs won't be worth anything. And I can gain your territory because I can take them down next round. And that'll put me in an advantageous position where I can sell favor and get a ton of stuff. And you just play off each other. It's a game of like manipulation and deception. And I think that is so cool. It just doesn't work solo. Definitely a great multiplayer game, but you're not a faction, so no one is getting killed, kicked out of the game. Right. Yeah, agree, Canje. I'm mostly picking it up at retail to bring to game nights, as we'd have a blast warring against each other. Yeah, that's the thing. I know Thunderworks Games works on solo. I just don't think the solo mode works well here. Only because, like, I played it, but I couldn't experience it because the game, like Tiny was saying, Ulrir was just stacking cards. I mean, he was getting these decks and decks and decks because that's what he can do. And on top of that, he gets money if I win. He gets money if he wins. So he's gonna get a ton of money and my cards. I don't get my cards back for winning. He is broken. Like, he will amass a massive amount of wealth, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I think that is what soured me. It was like, this, you made a solo mode to a game, and it feels like it's bolted on. It doesn't feel like it's genuine to the multiplayer experience of the game. And therefore, I didn't enjoy it, right? It felt bolted on. And so with that, I'm like, I can't do this one. I love you, Thunderworks. I will back I will back. If you throw stuff out that aligns with Roll Player, I will buy it. Like, I know that they announced that they're releasing the first expansion to Roll Player Adventures. I'm buying that. That's a done deal. I think it's just more the solo mode on this feels bolted on. It feels clunky and it feels broken. But the multiplayer in this would be fantastic, and it can't be 2-player. It can't be 2. You need to make it 3 or 4. 3 or 4 players, and you will love this game. That's my take on it. That's my take. I don't know if you agree with me, but I told them I would be honest about what happened with that. Oh, when I won this, I was supposed to pick this up, and I didn't. Oh well. Who cares? I still lost. I'm not gonna make up a deficit of that much and win. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and it helped. I don't know if my opinion amounts to a hill of beans, but it helped me. Playing this game helped to show me that this is a title that I'm gonna skip from a solo play mode because we come to the table and play that one. But I'm gonna have to skip this one. But if you have a group and you can whip this out, play it with your group. It's super short, right? It's not a long game. I guarantee you will have a good time with this. Y'all will come away with different stories every single time you play this game, and probably somebody mad at somebody. It's like playing Monopoly. I don't know if y'all ever played Monopoly as a kid, but Monopoly was cutthroat in my house. It was dangerous. So, but I would say just get it if you've got a multiplayer group. I would veer away if you're just going to be playing it pure solo all the time, because you'll go to Roll Player instead. And that should be it. But that's my 2 cents. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank you for hanging out with me and playing at the table. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. I thought it was fun for what it was. However, I've already given my opinion and stated on that stuff. What's coming up on the channel is, I would probably say, Friday is Gloomhaven Friday. Saturday I'm painting. Sunday, we get into the month of horror. So Kate, Cynthia, and myself are going to be playing Arkham Horror LCG, The Innsmouth Conspiracy. We're starting that campaign. Wonderful Kate has built the decks for us that we're going to play because I am not a deck builder. And so we're going to be playing with that starting Sunday. The month of horror begins, and I've already lined up a ton of stuff for us to play and more to come. So it's going to be really great. Thanks everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, hit the like. If you're interested in seeing more, hit the subscribe and the bell to see what's going on. Or if you just want to pop in from time to time and just hang out and chat, that's fine too. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. I super appreciate you all being here. Love y'all. I will see you all on Friday. It's our common slogan here. Bye, everybody.